Thank you very much, my friends, for liking, subscribing, sharing the videos, hyping them, and that helps a lot. This chess channel I'm trying to build up with you guys. Pawn majority in the endgame. Why is that important? Propose myself to making like 3 installments for this particular chapter, trying to go as much in depth as I can to clarifying the understanding here. Why is it important, the pawn majority? Because exactly that extra pawn or extra pawns will be generating the passed pawn that, of course, successfully being promoted results in a queen or a rook, and you're just winning. So what's going on in the current scenario on the screen? Well, we've got the same number of pawns, but the big difference here is that white is actually enjoying 3 pawns on the king side versus 2. And now, with the right pawn's advancement, we will be creating a passed pawn. Now, the wisdom is, and the practicality of it is, which pawn exactly we're talking about. Do we talk about the F pawn or do we talk about the H pawn? Is there any difference in between them? Again, I hope you're not going to be playing this kind of situation in a bullet game with a few seconds on the clock. I hope you guys play rapids or classical. So, what's important to understand here is that white now having 3v2. We need to go with the H because the F pawn, it may be a draw, you may even lose. So the F pawn will be simply replied by black with the move like G5. So how exactly are you going to play that? What, are you planning on taking? They're taking. How are you going to push this guy? Because there is a black pawn ready to capture. Plus, they've got their own pass pawn on the C file. So it's just not the stuff to do. Again, we may even lose. But if we push the H pawn, let's just have the right perspective here. If we push with the H pawn, obviously, if they go with the G now, it just doesn't work because we're going to go freely on the H. That's the free way just for ourselves, pushing and promoting eventually. So it's important to understand, pause, reflect, and very much do an inform gesture here. And go with the H pawn. That's exactly what we need to play. And that doesn't mean nothing. I mean, Black King tries to get himself into the promotion square, that is. So let me just draw now the promotion square, make it clear for everybody. So the Black King tries to catch up with that guy. But then again, we're already marching and marching. And they capture, we capture, and even if they try to, right, it's not going to be successful because simply our king is going to collect this guy, is going to remove this guy, and we're going to promote on the A. If the black king just makes it on time, of course, they are within the promotion square. But again, the C will be captured, the A will be captured, and then we're going to promote on the A file. So this guy now, if we're going forward, it's just a complete waste of time. We shouldn't have pushed this pawn, so rightfully king goes on c5. We don't even bother reacting now on the H or playing on the F. We actually go after the c pawn. The black king had been deflected from one side, from the queen side to the king side, to stopping the H pawn's advancement. It'll take them like pretty much a lot of time to capturing the H, capture the H, capture the F, step aside and push this guy. Just start counting the steps if you want to, but definitely white is faster on this occasion. We're going to remove the the A pawn. The C had been removed, and then again, black does not simply have the time. And now we're going to step aside, clearing the way for the A pawn to advance and promote. And that's completely unstoppable. There's nothing black could do. Queen is coming, and this is winning for white. Ta-da! Let's go with the next tutorial. Well. A little bit similar, but not the same. Now, black is the player with the pawn majority, but rather than panicking here, we need to understand that even in that situation with 3 black pawns versus 2, we could still play something that stops black from taking advantage of their pawn majority, because obviously they wanna try and moving this guy down and moving again, and you take, they take, and stuff. But understanding this actually enables us to play the correct move that stops them, prevents them from doing that. And what could be more perfect, if I may say that, than the G4 pawn? Now, not the F. You do the F, you actually lose the game. You go the G pawn, because actually that puts a stop. So whatever they try to do here, that just simply puts a stop to this. If they push it, well, thank you very much. We take, we just won. Don't forget, we ourselves got a pass pawn on the C file on this occasion. So The g4 is the wisdom, the practicality, and they simply can't do nothing. There is an a5 trying to making you playing into blunders and stuff, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. King to d4. They have to play, and they have to now to concede space and allow the white king to approach. Again, this one loses, this one loses. They'll have to step back. And when they step back, we're actually moving our own king. And then again, we will be having access to attacking this guy. This guy is supported. We may even steer towards the left-hand side. Depends again. It is important to see what black plays here. Did they go to the left? Did they go to the right? So let's see what they do. Well, because they play that one, we're pushing the c pawn to c6. Again, forces the king to try to stop this guy. So there is no good move for black at this stage. What did they try to stop the c pawn from promoting? What did they rushing like crazy? Trying to protect this pawn. It's completely lost here for black. There is no moves for them to play. Moving over to the c. King goes on the c8, and now we're simply going to remove the a pawn, and thus we've created two white pass pawns. Impossible for black to play and to win here, or to draw. White is winning. Thanks for watching the first installment, guys. Drop me some comments if you feel like to. Share the video, and see you on the next episode.